two in the back stay standing, we're going to have to figure out what to do with you. Graduates and guests, please be seated. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and with a great deal of pleasure, I welcome you to the 35th commencement ceremony of the Colony High School, the graduation of the class of 2022. As exemplified by your attendance here this evening, this is a very important event in the lives of these students. Graduation is a very calm, dignified, and formal ceremony for the purpose of honoring and recognizing each and every one of these graduates. Please be respectful of each speaker today, as well as each student as they cross the stage, by refraining from excessive celebration following the announcement of each student's name. We want to make sure that each graduate receives the recognition that he or she deserves. I would like to at this time introduce you to our distinguished platform of guests. Please remain standing until all have been introduced, and audience, please hold your applause until all have been recognized. They are Lewisville ISD Board of Trustees members for the 2021-22 school year: Tracy Scott Miller, President; Allison Lasson, Vice President; Catherine Sells, Secretary; Dr. Buddy Bonner, Board Member; Ms. Angie Cox, Board Member; Ms. Jenny Prosnick, Board Member. Let's give a thank you to our LISD Board of Trustees. Also joining us this evening is newly elected LISD Board of Trustees member Ms. Sheila Taylor. Let's welcome Ms. Sheila Taylor to our TCHS commencement. At this time, I would also like to recognize retiring LISD Board of Trustees member Ms. Angie Cox. Ms. Cox has been a long-term huge supporter of TCHS, attending many events over her years and showing care for our students, staff, and our community. Please join me in showing our appreciation to Ms. Cox. Thank you. Members of our LISD administration this evening: Dr. Lori Rapp, Superintendent of Schools, and Ms. Sheila Smith, Chief Human Resource Officer. Thank you. Our counselors for the Colony High School are Ms. Donna Jordan, Lead Counselor; Ellie Gonzalez; Kelly Green; Patricia Mahoney; Christy Nelson; Kayla Scrivener, and Erica Woodall. Thank you. The administration of the Colony High School: Ms. Lindsay McLennan, Associate Principal; Kelly Kirkland, Freshman Principal; Tricia Felician, Sophomore Principal; Josh Mosby, Junior Principal; and Mr. Bradley Willie, Senior Principal for the class of 2022. I would like to also thank some very special people who have prepared our graduates for this morning, our TCHS staff members. You have truly made a difference in the lives of these students. Please stand, any staff members helping with graduation and also in the audience, so you can be recognized. Graduates, some of you have attended the TCHS feeder system since you were in elementary school. Tonight, we are privileged to have all 8 of our TCHS feeder principals with us. At this time, I'm going to introduce each of them, and when I call their name, I would also ask graduates who attended that particular school to also stand at the same time. Our feeder principals are B.B. Owens, retiring this year, Miss Jennifer Spitzer. Kamey Elementary Principal, Ms. Angela Cortez. Etheridge Elementary Principal, Ms. Tasha Thompson. Our brand new LISD Elementary School, Memorial Elementary School Principal, Ms. Stephanie Lawson. Morningside Elementary Principal, Ms. Rita Baquet. Peters Colony Elementary Principal, Ms. Rebecca Chirinos. Griffin Middle School Principal, Ms. Heather Garrison. And Lakeview Middle School Principal, Dr. Barry Deister. Thank you to our TCHS feeder principals. Graduates, if you attended TCHS feeder principals all the way since kindergarten, please stand so we can see you. Very good, very nice. I would like to recognize our class officers for the class of 2022, President Gabriela Hernandez, Vice President of Student Services, Sabrina Fernandez, Secretary Mia Wissenot, Services Officer Marcia Luna, Public Relations Officer Joanne Nguyen, and our Spirit Officer Camelia Suri. The top 10 graduates for the class of 2022 are Bryce Alvarez Becerra, Sarah Brock, Selena Hui, Caitlin Saeed, Chandler Tompkins, So Yun Kim, Sophie Ramiro, Adbelnir Salceda, and on stage, our salutatorian for the class of 2022, Xander Corcoran, and our valedictorian is Kiana Razdar. I would like to recognize Mr. Peter Reggie, who will be serving as our announcer today, our student council sponsor, Ms. Jamie McCarty, and my administrative assistant, Ms. Carmen White, for preparing the ceremony today. Let's give them a round of applause. And finally, I would recognize and thank you, our parents, our friends, our family, our community members, for your continued support and partnership all of these years with our seniors. Thank you very much. Class of 2022, you have made it, and tonight is your night. And seniors, I want you to know we could not be more proud of you for who you are, for what you have accomplished, and how you have recognized TCHS. You have made a lasting mark at the Colony High School, and that will live on. Seniors, in March of 2020, as we all know, everything in our lives changed. In education, in our school, in America, and in the world. What happened over the next 2 years could not have been imagined, and none of us would have thought in our lifetime we would see something like that. And seniors, your high school experience was altered at that time. But seniors, your lasting mark at the Colony High School is that you took what was a horrible situation, you made the most of it, and I can confidently say you are the senior class to rise above and help our school return to normal. You are the class that returned us to our traditions. You are the class that returned us to our successes as a school and a community. Through your determination, attitude, grit, and dreams, your class will live on forever in our history for what you've accomplished and how now you have set the stage for even greater achievement with classes in the future. Winners find a way has been our theme this year, and I can say that your class found a way, and every one of you here tonight is a winner. But seniors, as proud as I am for the mark that you have left at the Colony High School, I believe now in the years ahead, you will make a mark in this world. Commencement means to begin, and today begins the next phase of your life. And in order for you to leave that mark in the world, I would encourage you with this. Make your mark by being people of courage who do what is right. Seniors, you are the world's future leaders, and that brings me great hope. Be leaders of courage in our world. Stand up for what is right, and you will make a difference your entire life. Second, make a mark by being a voice for those in need. Every day we have people in our lives who have needs. Reach out and find those people in your life that have needs and do what it takes to serve them and to speak up for them. It will change their life, and it will change yours too. Third, make your mark by being excellent in all you do. Seniors, dream big dreams for your life that tonight may seem impossible, but then each and every day reach out and start achieving those dreams, growing into them by the excellence you show in every area of your life. Work harder than your competition. Do the little things that it takes to succeed, and be determined that you're going to reach your dreams. And finally, make your mark, seniors, by never, ever giving up. Even while at TCHS, you've seen that not every goal you set and not every challenge you take on is going to succeed. Adversity is a way of life, and it comes to us all. But seniors, always remember this. You cannot always control what happens to you, but you always control how you think about it, how you perceive it in your life, and what your reaction will be. So when adversity comes to your life, make sure to determine you will never give up, and you will always reach out and succeed in everything you do. Seniors, we are so proud of you, and we know that the days ahead are so much even more brighter than what you've achieved while at TCHS. Parents and guests, please recognize all these seniors for what they've accomplished and for the goals they have as they move forward. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps for the presentation of colors by the Colony High School JROTC and the playing of our national anthem. Please be seated. Each year, a number of our graduates set aside other opportunities that may await them and make the decision to serve our country as part of the U.S. Armed Forces. We are proud of every graduate who becomes a contributing member of society, but we owe a debt of gratitude to the brave men and women who dedicate their lives to our country. Graduates who will serve in the U.S. Armed Forces next year, please rise so we can recognize you at this time. Thank you. We're very proud of you. Today we will have opening remarks that will be given by Sophie Romero. After opening remarks, we will have Jay Naganini, who will provide a special recognition of our Collegiate Academy graduates, as well as a special thank you. First, please welcome to the podium Sophie Romero for opening remarks.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sophie Romero, and I am so excited to kick off the class of 2022's graduation. Can you believe this day is finally here? I would like to start off by saying congratulations to all of our graduating seniors. These past 4 years have definitely been crazy between the pandemic and the borderline blizzards. It's safe to say we've learned our fair share of survival skills alongside our algebra too. However, most of these skills came from crossing the student parking lot or riding the bus home. We all need to feel proud of how far we've come these past 13 years. Most of us started our journey at either Kamey, B.B. Owen, Peters Colony, Morningside, Stewart's Creek, or my personal favorite, Etheridge. We've come a long way from walking in a single file line at level 0 to walking across this Coliseum to receive our diplomas and begin the next stage of our lives. However, we couldn't have done this without parents, friends, teachers, and faculty supporting us along the way, whether that be Mr. Willie, cheering us up with a good morning every day, or our beloved custodian, Miss Ann, keeping the school clean. Taking the life lessons and academic skills we've learned these past years, we will now be able to go forward and better ourselves, our community, and our world. Congratulations, Cougar Nation.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I stand before you as a Collegiate Academy graduate of the Colony High School. Those graduating from the Colony High School tonight form Cohort 2, the second graduating class of Collegiate Academy. These graduates tonight form the first entire cohort to complete all 4 years of Collegiate Academy. Here before you tonight are 102 new graduates of the Lewisville ISD Collegiate Academy at the Colony High School. Would those 102 graduates please stand to be recognized? On behalf of Dr. Baxter, the administration and staff of the Colony High School, and every member of the Collegiate Academy, I'd like to thank our LISD administration and the Board of Trustees for your significant contributions and continued support of the LISD Collegiate Academy at the Colony High School. Thank you.
Thank you, Sophie and Jay. Our next remarks today will be by your class president, Gabriela Hernandez. Gabriela was president of the Student Council, was on the Student Advisory Board, and received awards at state and district for Student Council. Gabriela plans on attending the University of Texas at Dallas, where she will major in education, and then she will teach English overseas. After Gabriela speaks, our TCHS choir, under the direction of Miss Margaret Miller, will perform 22 by Taylor Swift. At this time, though, please welcome to the podium your class president, Gabriela Hernandez.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to graduation. First, I want to thank our administration, Dr. Baxter, the principal of this great school, Mr. Willie, our senior principal, who shined a light in each and one of our hearts without realizing it himself, and to Dr. Rapp, our superintendent, who I may have not known throughout my whole journey, but is still bringing so much change in our lives, and is someone who can inspire greater change in all of us. Thank you for believing in us and helping us get here to the end, where many of us didn't even think we would make it, but we did. Crazy, isn't it? Wow, we're here, graduating. The day our K through 12 journey ends. It hasn't been easy. We went through the most challenging thing we wouldn't know would happen, and as cringy it is to say it, a pandemic. A pandemic where we didn't even know if we would make it out okay. Everyone here can share the stories of how we together survived, which made us stronger and closer. And look at us, we're here. We made it. So, obviously, things haven't always been great for us. Health and mental health have been also something else that have immensely affected us these past couple years. And the one thing I can say is everyone here, every single person needs to realize they matter. And you being here proves that. You worked hard, and you deserve to be here. Through the depression spells, anxiety spells, and the insecurities, we are still here going on to the next best things. Don't let the negative bring you in, and don't let all the evil thoughts in your mind win. You remind yourself, you are the victor of this, and this will be your story to tell and no one else's. I have known most of you since elementary school, and something people asked me throughout the years that stood with me was one thing. Did you change your hair? Other than that, I just want to say how proud I am and how proud your parents must be for creating the next greats of the world. I also want to take the time to appreciate the people who helped me and believed in me. My parents. I turned out pretty great, didn't I? Miss McCarty, a teacher who didn't teach me math or English, but taught me the most and believed in me. When others told me, you're too eager, too sporadic, too passionate, instead she told me to take those things and create something great. She had this trust in me that made me believe I matter, and now I'm here. Thank you. My sisters, Mia and Thais, the people who have kept me on this earth, who helped me wake up every morning and have a passion and a purpose, and inspired me to be better. Thank you. I love you guys. Remember, everyone here has a gift and is exceptional in one way more than the person next to you. Use that gift and create something amazing. We can all become something here, and don't let someone who doesn't believe you tell you otherwise. Surround yourself with the people who genuinely care for you. And in the words of someone who influences me every single day, RuPaul Charles, if you can't love yourself, how in the heck are you gonna love someone else? Can I get an amen up in here? Amen. Thank you, and congratulations, seniors.
Thank you, TCHS Choir. I told Dr. Rapp I think some of our board members were about to dance up here, so thank y'all, choir. Great job. Let's give Gabriella another round of applause on her speech as well. Great job. Thank you. Our next remarks tonight will be given by the Salutatorian of the class of 2022, Xander Corcoran. Xander is a graduate of Collegiate Academy, a member of the Science National Honor Society, and Academic Decathlon. Xander received certifications in 21st century skills, game design, and programming, all from U Science. He was named 2 times as the Best Game Awards at the Tech East Game Design 1 course. In ACDEC, he was the 3rd highest scorer in the history of the Colony High School and also had the highest honors 2 scores ever at TCHS as well. Xander has received scholarship offerings totaling over $55,000, and he plans to attend the University of Texas at Dallas, and he will major in computer science and statistics. After Xander speaks, our TCHS band, under the direction of Mr. Michael Larkin, will perform Into the Joy of Spring Movement 3, a celebration of joy by James Swearingen. But at this time, please welcome the salutatorian for the class of 2022, Xander Corcoran.
Good evening, class of 2022. I'm glad that you all can make it to this special day in our history. There's a lot of stress that goes along with not only writing, but delivering speeches, especially to a large crowd such as this one. But I'm beyond honored to deliver this speech tonight. Let me just say congratulations. Even if you've heard it some 100 or so times, we all worked our hardest just so we could sacrifice a few hours of our time to have our name said aloud and to be passed down the elusive high school diploma. We all had a few crazy years here at TCHS, with some days here more memorable than others. Even if we had an awkward blip our junior year, as trends rise and fall, some of those mementos will follow us for the rest of our lives. I'm here to take this short time to thank all the people that got us here today. As we all know from Googling motivational quotes at one point in our lives, there is a plethora of quotes that support the idea that no one makes it alone. And I want to honor and thank all those people that helped us along the way. Can I have all the teachers and staff please rise to be recognized? First, I'd like to extend a thanks towards all the teachers at TCHS and throughout LASD in general for all the work they do both during and outside of school. It's clear that all the teachers here are very passionate about what they teach, ranging even between the intricacies of cell division to the symbolism of water in Macbeth. Besides, they're the same teachers that dealt with our shenanigans for 4 years. From them, I didn't only find my own passions to succeed, but to pursue my dreams in computer science. And I just want to say thanks, not only on my behalf, but on that of the entire class of 2022. And we can't forget about the staff that keeps the ship afloat. Our friendly APs, librarians, counselors, front office staff, and campus principal, Dr. Baxter, all deserve their round of applause, simply for all the work that they do to try and make every day the best it can be. Now, can I have all the parents and families of the graduates please rise to be recognized? Of course, our class would not be here today without the help of the parents. It was you guys that raised us at a young age and got us to school every day. You guided us with your morals and values, dealt with us at our lowest of lows, and pushed us to reach our highest highs. And you made us ourselves. For the parents out there seeing your first child graduate, or maybe even your 5th child graduate, pat yourselves on the back for helping us get where we are now. But I can't give parents all the credit, because siblings, relatives, cousins, And all other extended family members, from the greatest to greats to the once removed and in-laws, all got us to where we are now, even if it pains us to admit it. To my mom and sister, I want to specifically thank you for providing a fun, engaging, and welcome environment to be able to come home to every night. Lastly, can I have all the graduates please rise to be recognized? I think I give my warmest thanks to the class of 2022. We all worked hard, and you made it. You strived to grog through all those early morning AP tests, SATs, and STAR EOCs throughout the years to sit where you are now, moments away from receiving the most formal piece of parchment that you've likely received in all of your life. That physically means nothing, but symbolically admits you to being an adult. For some of us, it may just feel like a footnote in the numerous years of schooling up ahead, or for others, the bare minimum that you needed to get into the workforce. But today is much more than that. Today is the day that you finally showed the world that you're an educated, hard worker that doesn't only want to succeed, but to better the world around them. To all the friends I made along the way, I want to especially thank you for not only making school days bearable, but for also helping me transition to high school and giving me some of the best years of my life at TC. And with that, we will soon be marching to the next chapter of our lives, whether it's in college, trade school, the workforce, the military, or the numerous other outlets we have access to in this day and age. And while the future is scary for many, including myself, just remember that you're never alone, and that you'll always persevere to the next day, the next chapter in your life. Don't let the unknowns of the future shape you. Be brave and be the ones to shape the future. Thank you, class of 2022.
Thank you, Xander, for your great marks, and thank you, TCHS Band. At this time, I would like to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2022, Kiana Razdar. Kiana is founder and president of the Future Medical Professionals, president of the National English Honor Society, president of the Science National Honor Society, was the secretary of the National Art Honor Society, vice president of the orchestra program, American Red Cross Committee lead, a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, Mu Alpha Theta, and HOSA, and was also the historian of Sigma Kappa Delta. She has received her medical assistant certificate, pharmacy technician certificate at the Career Center, and she received her Associate of Science through Collegiate Academy. She received the President's Volunteer Service Award, was a First Division at Solo and Ensemble, and she received the Lenox Hill Hospital Certificate of Achievement and Clarkson University High School Leadership Award. Kiana plans on attending the University of Texas at Dallas and major in healthcare studies. I am proud to have you welcome the valedictorian for the class of 2022, Kiana Razdar.
Good evening, everyone. I am beyond honored to represent the graduating class of 2022. And I would like to take a moment to thank the faculty, staff, family, and friends for joining us here tonight to celebrate a huge milestone. Additionally, I would like to thank a few people in my life who have consistently motivated me and played a huge role in my success. First and foremost, thank you to my parents for the sacrifices you made and for providing me with the life you dreamed about years ago in Iran. Merci. Thank you to my sister, Kimia, for being a wonderful older sister and my role model. My academic adjudicators, who encouraged me to perform my best and who believed in me at times when I didn't believe in myself. Lastly, my boyfriend, who inspired me to take my head out of the books and learn real-life skills, including investing in Dogecoin. I wouldn't be here without your guidance, encouragement, and support. Now, I have a confession. I put off writing this speech because I was afraid it would never be good enough. I avoided it because I was scared it would never be perfect. You see, all my life, I strived for perfection. And the thought of being anything less than that scares me. As the deadline got closer and I was sitting on my bedroom floor, I wished that I would have started writing it sooner. I let the fear of not being perfect hold me back from starting. I wished that I just went for it and did it. The brain is extremely powerful. It will do exactly what you tell it to do. The human brain is incapable of comprehending negativity. Let me give you an example. Don't think about TikTok. You couldn't help but to think about TikTok or all the videos you watched, right? It's impossible to tell your brain not to do something. If you tell yourself, don't hit the obstacles, you will hit the obstacles. Instead, if you tell yourself to follow the path, your focus will be the path. You choose how you want to perceive your life. You control your brain, and once you master the power of your brain, you can conquer anything. And sure, life is unpredictable, but you can have the mindset to choose how it is perceived. I will repeat this again. The brain is extremely powerful. Do not be scared to fail. Just go for it and try. Allow your brain to let you take the chance, not hold you back from the possible failures. Just do it. And after this day, you might not remember me, but I want you to remember this one thing. Just do it. Life is going to be full of monopolies who are ready to dictate your life and tell you how to think. You don't believe me? This speech was sponsored by Nike. I'm just kidding. So I ask that you live your life and open your eyes. I ask that you start that one thing you're scared to do or hesitant because you're scared of failures. Sometimes we are not ready to start, but that is a cliche. The key to making progress is building up the courage to start before you are ready. And trust me, you will figure everything out along the way. When we first stepped foot on our campus, we had no idea how the 4 years were going to go. I never would have imagined that we would spend hours and hours scrolling through one app called TikTok. I never would have imagined us studying online for an entire year because the world got infected with the infamous COVID-19. I also would have never imagined that I had to pay almost $5 per gallon for gas. This is not just about graduating, but looking forward to the life and the future ahead of us. With the right mindset, we can build the life of our dreams. To establish such a mindset, you need to be creative. So I also ask you to never let your creativity die. The current education system lacks problem solving, and the way we are taught does not adhere to our needs, which inhibits creativity. Today, we are gathered not only to end this chapter of our lives, but to start looking into the future. Let's not let the fundamental elements of the modern education system trick us. Let's be creative. Instead of just memorizing information and taking tests, we need to learn to become problem solvers and have a different approach to life's perpetual challenges. Leaving here today, let's create solutions for the future. Let's focus on the future and take action. Let's just do it. Looking back at the 4 years, I wouldn't have imagined going through what we did. And one day, we'll look back at not only 4 years, but decades, and realize that we lived a life portrayed only in movies. So let's look back at our lives and not have any regrets. Let's look back and say that we accomplished everything we wanted to. And let's look back with nothing but happiness that we lived the best life with the greatest ending. How do you want your story to end? Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Kiana. Parents, guests, and graduates, I think all of our speakers did a fantastic job this evening. Let's congratulate them on the great job they did. Thank you. At this time, graduates, please stand. Dr. Rapp, I am pleased to present to you the senior class of 2022 for the Colony High School. There are before me 510 exceptional seniors. I have verified that each of these seniors have met the requirements of the Texas Education Agency and the Lewisville Independent School District and should be awarded the appropriate diploma or certificate at this time.
Thank you, Dr. Baxter. To you, the Colony High School class of 2022, please know that we are very proud of your accomplishments. We look forward to even greater achievements in your future. Congratulations. Mr. Miller, Dr. Baxter has verified these students eligible to receive their diploma or certificate. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the state of Texas and the Lewisville Independent School District Board of Trustees, I certify them. Their diplomas or certificates are to be granted at this time.
Kiana Razdar. Xander David Corcoran. Alblaniers Nathaniel Sauceda. Sophie Ann Romero. Soyeon Amy Kim. Chandler Ann Tompkins. Caitlin Rose Saeed. Selena H. Wee. Sarah Ann Brock. Bryce Santos Alvarez Becerra. Gabriela Isabel Hernandez. Joanne Ha Win. Camelia Rasham Suri. Sabrina Nicole Fernandez. Marcia Luna. Marcia Luna. Mia Elizabeth Wizenot. Jehamesh Naganini. Sofia Maria Salvador Abad. Benjamin Jorge Abarca. Adriana Maria Acevedo. Brenna Faith Adams. Samuel Reagan Adams. Ivan Eduardo Aguilar. Lorena Aguilar. Maria Cristina Aguilera Alanis. Shanar Trayvon Aiken. Alexis Marie Alacon. Aaron De Jesus Allen. Robert Winston Allen III. Kathleen Lisa Alonso. Ashley Nicole Alonso. Elizabeth Marlene Alvarez Aviles. Isaac Alvarado Zalavaria. Ella Grace Anderson. Victoria del Valle Añez Gutierrez. Marisol Ángel Cabrera. Arav Ana Paredi. Eduardo Arellano. Diego Armendariz. Sabra Jewel Armstrong. Gabriela Larissa August. Jalen Latrell Austin. Alejandro Liliana Aviles. Dominic Salem Badilla. Azaria Denise Baker. Carolina Banda. Aditya Sai Bapanapali. Ashlyn Page Barrett. Zachary Smith Bartlett. Zoe Rose Bartlett. Elizabeth Ann Bowerly. Jacqueline Bautista. Jacob David Baxter. Brianna Dejan Bazil. Nicholas Edgardo Bazua. Cesar Samuel Benavides. Miko Antoine Corey Benjamin. Lonnie Victoria Berg. Bianca Mary Bino. Jordan Lee Black. Liberty Michelle Blasky. Igina Yasmin Ubalde Boral. Jenna Anjali Boto. Joseph Allen Bodo. Riley Dean Bradley. Italy Simon Brantley. Simone Brantley. Madeline Hope Briggs. Emily Noel Broach. Ezekiel Vincent Broster. Dylan Adrian Bros. Spencer Dwayne Brown. Anthony Alexander Bruce Puentes. Warnisha Javion Michelle Brumfield. Neida Joanna Bueno. Seth Wilson Burke. Daisy Lane Burkhead. Morgan Lee Burlingame. Zoe Alexandria Byers. Grace Lauren Bynum. Gannon Ross Katie. Chyler Presley Caldwell. Wait, there's two. Corinne Corianne Caldwell. Priscilla Camacho. Seth Patrick Campbell. Corazon Esperanza Campos. Yuzani Camara Canada. Zaida Cardenas Herrera. Fatima Concepcion Carmona. Kylie Michelle Carroll. Ariana Bell Casillas. Nadia Ivan Castaneda. Kaylee Cerda. Richard Adrian Chamberlain. Bo William Charters. Jefferson Vu Chow. Caden Michael Chalk. Karthikeya Chavali. Steffi Chirayath. Ngun Twong Chum. Jalen Michael Coates. Crystal Fanny Cabos Pinelos. Elijah Luke Coleman. Anissa Jolie Colazo. Jocelyn Yuriko Collado Alvarez. Chase Ahmad Colston. Caleb Michael Converse. Scott Dylan Corbin III. Emily Renee Cottenden. Haley Elizabeth Courtney. Colby Jeremiah Cox. Annika Jane Crawford. Christian Lane Crew. Ashton Logan Cross. Isaiah Adrian Cruz. Josiah Anthony Cruz. William Gabriel Culbertson. Christian DeJuan Cummings. Noah DeJuan Cummings. Rachel Trinity Curtin. Corey Allen Darce. Rachel Christine Doherty. Devin Davis. Jaden Duran Davis. Angelina Cyan de Hoyos. Cristina Maria de la Cruz. Mariana Teresa de la Cruz Padron. Autumn Bryn Demas Graham. Joshua Carlton Dickinson. Taylor Page Doss. Jordan Duncan. Hudson Hao Dong. Alexander Bryce Edelman. Alden David Edwards. Gabrielle Lee Facemare. Alexa Montserrat Facio. Jonathan Michael Quadwo Farchi. Robert Alexander Farr. Connor James Farrat. Isabel Mercedes Favors. Daniel Eduardo Feliberti Iziarri. Armando Furman. Thomas Fischera II. Lucy and Christopher Fletcher. Austin Michael Flores. Olivia Abigail Vogt. Caleb Anthony Ford. Garrett Michael Forret. Brianna Marie Forsha. Emma Love Foster. Monica Friday. Alyssa Nicole Franco. Gavin Bryce Frizzell. Emilio Fuentes. Zachary Paul Gage. Lisa Fernanda Galicia. Alexa Shirley Garcia. Claudia Gisela Garcia Machuca. Lucas Adam Garcia. Roy Garcia. Annabelle Lynn Garfield. Gage Anthony Garver. John Robert Gary. Daniel Donovan Gates. Renee Georgiana Gauthier. Zaniel Elazar Gaitan. Lydia Claire Gentry. Megan Elizabeth Gilchrist. Layden Ayers Gobble. Sari Alejandra Gomez Barrios. Monica Gonzalez Dorado. Emily May Gore. Madeline Mary Grabiak. Joanna Gale Grant. Tamia Mahogany Grant Waiters. Nicole Angelique Green. Naja Monet Griffin. Daniel Allen Gromish. Anthony Ali Guajardo. Cruz Arturo Guetta. Caitlin Nicole Gia. Julia Ryan Gutierrez. Rainier Bismar Guzman Jr. Braden Lance Hall. Chloe Brighton Hall. Connor Michael Hamilton. Emily May Hand. Ethan Edward Harger. Isaiah Harrison. Layla Marguerite Harrison. Ryan Anthony Havens. Natalie Brianne Hawkins. Anne Laurelyn Hefner. Mariandria Ariana Hernandez. Zachary Vin Dean Hightower. Ashton David Gladstone Hill Fulham. Ryan Scott Hilliard. Haven Alexandra Hilt. Chloe Tran Ho. Haley Michelle Hobbs. Matthew Lee Abhabitsol. Ryan Joshua Hollis. Colin Neal Holmes. Riley Joe Hooker. Ashley Grace Horn. Talia Van Heide Hoop. Emma Eileen Humes. Harptop Singh Hundal. Cody Jonathan Huntsman. Jacob Andrew Hyman. Caleb Aragon Iqbal. Ann Miriam Jacob. Tyler Eloise Jarvis. Travell Curtis Jenkins Jr. Jasmine Yeseo Jeon. Alan Alberto Jimenez Garcia. Cameron Francis Jimenez. Daisy Nicole Jimenez. Karen Susan Joby. Amaria Deshawn Johnson. Ethan Thomas Johnson. Jaden Kyle Johnson. Kiwan Samuel Johnson. Ariana K. Jones. Chloe Lynette Jones. Connor Evan Jones. Dejan Kevon DeRay Jones. Noah Jonathan David Johnson. Gretel Juarez. Prince Javier Juarez. Dylan David Lee Judelson. Akela Sandra King. Shane Allen King. Stephen Ray Kitts. Joseph Dernath Nyberg. Anaya Soleil Knox. Lily Elizabeth Coman. Joel Abraham Cora. James Patrick Kramer. Insha Feroz Lalani. Kaylee Ann Lang. Jesse Lee Laprie. Jaylene Lara. Shannon Shiyun Lee. Ashley Medale Lemus. Alexa Lakudi. Trey Russell Linthicum. J. Elizabeth Lippy. Zoe Isabella Livingston. Christian Anthony Yanes. Joseph Wesley Logan. Sandra Michelle Logan. Paula Ariana Lopez. Yardo Lopez. Kennedy Ariana Marie Lloyd. Phoenix Nefertiti Dawn Lumumba. Brittany Nicole Lupian. Tommy John Ma. Ta Ali Mandani. Vidali Bernardo Mans. Eric Adrian Manzanares. Arisbeth Mares Rojas. Savannah Ross Markham. Anthony Alexander Martinez Herrick. Brianna Alaze Martinez Weiler. Joan Martinez. Lisbeth Martinez Gonzalez. Melanie Giselle Martinez. Michael Martinez. Robert Nathan Martinez. Rosa Maria Martinez. Uriel Martinez. Colin Alexander McDill. Erin Alexandria McDill. Caden Thomas McFarland. Xavier Amir McKinney. Anthony Medina. Daniel James Medina. Logan Christian Medina. Gavin Christopher Meeks. Isabella Rose Mendez. Paula Mendez. Alexandra Guadalupe Mendez. Carla Mendez. Jorge Mercado Barbosa. Juan Alberto Merchan. Benjamin Thomas Merritt. Roman Xavier Grant Merlick, Roman. Jackson Bailey Merrill. Carly Brianne Meyer. Benjamin Charles Middleton. Braden Andrew Miller. Catherine Guadalupe Montoya Aguilera. Melanie Elizabeth Mora. Adrian Morales. Emily Morales. Mia Kaylin Morgan. Tatum Lene Morrison. Sophie Yolanda Mueller. Zoe Alexandria Munoz. Theodore Joseph Morosky. Cade Robert Murphy. Sindel Brianne Murphy. Alyssa Marai Muskis. Kyle Riley Nakondesny. Riley Nash. Joshua Thomas Nasiaka Jr. Arabella Rita Navarrete. Rahul Nayak. Lucy Mutinda Ngui. Dat Peter Wynn. Jaden C. Wynn. Jason Wynn. Jamie Kim Wynn. Pablo Emmanuel Wynn. Sinai Wynn. Thomas Tat Trong Wynn. David Isaiah Thuo Nyanguna. Axel Ryan Nunez. John Matthew Nye. Arlette Alexandra Ochoa. Kelsey Alejandro Oliva. Antonio Giovan Olivares. Jacqueline Elaine Olson. Catherine Juliette Omo Asagi. Mariana Elise Owens. Hunter Maddox Pack. Jackson Miguel Padilla Cerrato. Christopher Alonso Palacios. Harsh Mayur Patel. Mason Gabriel Pequino. Bruce Anderson Peñalver. Corbin James Perdue. Ernesto Perez Jr. Maribella Perez. Kenneth Kang Pham. Amritha Nithya Pillai. Avery Megan Pollack. Alexander Ponce Martinez. Noah Alexander Porter. Cruz Alejandro Portugal. Carly Ann Powell. Marcus Javon Powell. Christian Elijah Presas. Dylan Connor Prickett. Jalen James Prince. Ryan Austin Precious. Sebastian August Putz. Evelyn Quesada. Abigail Quinones. Liliana Renee Quinones. Kirabel Juniper Reagan. Leon Azarias Ramirez. Eloine Ramirez. Jonathan Ramirez. Martin Ramirez Jr. Anthony Noe Ramos. Sebastian Rangel. Matthew Karthik Rao. Ali Reza Ravjani. David Alexander Resendez. Ashton Thomas Redmond. Jalen Roxanne Reese. Lucas Eugene Reed. Ana Maria Reyno. Landon Donovan Revolorio Corrado. Carlos Francisco Reyes. Matthew Reyes. Austin Tyler Reynolds. Kenya Kellis Tiana Reynolds. Kylie Rose Rezi. Jet Lewis Richardson. Grayson Thomas Riney. Caitlin Nicole Rink. Albert Garza Rivera Jr. Katie Danielle Roberts. Zorita Maisie Roberts. Tristan Malik Robbins. Kenneth Owen Robinson II. Trinity Julianne Robinette. Alexandria Isabel Robles. Natalie Marie Rockenbaugh. Jewel Elizabeth Rogers. Brianna Juliette Rodriguez. Jaime Rodriguez Acevedo. Jennifer Rodriguez. Landon Ezekiel Rodriguez. Stephanie Kiara Rodriguez. Kara Lee Rojas. Daisy Rojas Martinez. Victor Manuel Roman. Neisha Marie Rosado. Grayson Cleveland Ryan. Leah Elizabeth Ryan. Ryan Austin Sagely. Alessandra Paula Sages. Ricardo Andres Salazar. Ryan Alejandro Salazar. Justino Alejandro Salinas. Nicholas Jordan Sanders. Emily Santos. Natalie Santos. Jimena Saucedo Gonzalez. Justin Lawrence Savastano. Skylar Justice Reese Schaefer. Callie Annalicia Scott. Giovanni Armani Sagretti Jenkins. Audrey Jordan Sherrick. Kennedy Ray Shaw. Chase Davis Simon. Nathan Annison Sissenboth. Anaya Danielle Smith. Erica Delana Smith. Joshua David Smith. Nicholas Jordan Smith. Shelby V. Smith. Tanya Courtney Smith. Tania. Emma Rose Snelling. Holly Adrian Snellgrove. Paul Anthony Soriano. Kirsten Alyssa Soto. Emily Heather Sotomayor. Clotiel LaRose Sparks. Liam Thompson Spencer. Riley Ann Sprague. Craig William Steffel. Ryan Michael Steffel. Donovan Michael Stevens. Corey Elizabeth Stewart. Emily Lynn Stewart. Levi Timothy Stewart. Emily Ray Stumval. Michael David Surich. Trevor David Surgison. Caden Asher Sutt. Maya Land Taylor. Shafiq Alexander Taylor. Harrison Seabon Teasley. Juan Carlos Terran Jr. Myra Taya Thugdaram. Justin Austin Thurman. Brandon Luis Teria. Trinity Jayla Towns. Desmond Alexander Trotter. Zion Josiah Tyus. Daniela Valentina Unda Santana. Diego Daniel Valdespino Trejo. Isabella Catherine Marie Von Bercleo. Robert Wayne Beasley Jr. Kaylee Dale Veith. Luis Angel Velasquez Mendez. Von Boy Ven. Jonathan Villatoro. Elijah Xavier Waters. Jalen Miles Watson. Summer Nicole Wayne. Joshua Jerron Weatherall. Brian Keith Wesley Jr. Dylan James White. Kylan Madison Whitehurst. Linda Savalina Whitson. Olivia Ann Wick. Melena Ann Weideman. Jaden Deshaun Williams. Joerica Lachey Marne Williams. Phoenix LaSalle Williams. Emily Marie Wilson. Anaya Shinique Woods. Dennis Dante Yancey. Dylan Yassine. Kennedy Renee Youngblood. Zoe Nicole Young. Brian Anthony Zachary Jr. Crystal Lizette Zamora. Freddie Alberto Zavala Martinez. Stephanie Zugasti.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduating class of 2022 for the Colony High School. Our closing remarks this evening will be given by Chandler Tompkins. After Chandler speaks, we will end our ceremony with a very special piece we call TCHS Pride and Tradition, which will be presented by Joanne Nguyen, Camelia Suri, Sabrina Fernandez, Marcia Luna, and Mia Wissenot. Parents and guests, I want to thank you for your presence this evening and for being a wonderful audience as we have honored the class of 2022. Graduates, this will bring our 21-22 school year and our theme, Winners Find a Way, to a close. Now is your time to go out and make that the theme of your life moving forward. I urge you, focus your life, move forward from here, and make your dreams come true. Your TCHS family always loves you, and we look forward to seeing your success in the days ahead. God bless each and every one of you. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podium Chandler Tompkins for closing remarks. Good job.
Good morning, TCHS. Sorry, evening. This is Chandler Tompkins bringing you today's closing remarks. First off, I would like to give a huge thanks not only to my family and friends for showing up to support me today, but also to all of the parents, friends, and teachers that have made this day possible. Secondly, I would like to express how proud I am of each and every one of us for accomplishing such a great feat in such unprecedented times. But since we had the drive, the power, and we definitely put in the work and the hours, we overcame that. After a year of sitting 4 to a table and making sure to walk the right way in those one-way hallways and doing anything possible to make sure we didn't end up on TCHS snoozers or that bad parking account. Thirdly, I would like to encourage all of you to take this new beginning and run with it. Whether or not you were the star of the football team or the lead in this year's musical, now is your chance to live life the way you want to live. One of my favorite authors once said, "To make yourself feel nothing so as not to feel anything, what a waste." So, class of 2022, I encourage you to let yourself feel every emotion, even the negative ones, and live life to the fullest without any regrets, because YOLO. And that's all the closing remarks for today, TC. Have a stupendous Sunday and a fantastic summer. God bless and go Cougs.
We all needed some extra motivation and school pride to start and certainly finish our senior year. From waking up early again and studying late nights to attending football games and hosting prom, this year was a year for changes and getting back into the school spirit. However, following those changes comes with challenges, and not only did we overcome them, we became stronger individuals who are about to step into adulthood. We all deserve to look back on these past few years with honor, joy, and most of all, pride. All of us have made so many memories throughout these past 4 years that was stuck with us even after today.
Whether you're going off to college, the military, trade school, or traveling around the world, we all accomplished one thing: high school. Although tonight we are closing the doors and saying goodbye to high school, we welcome a new door, the next chapter of our lives.
Pride in tradition is one of the foundations of our school. With the pandemic holding us down for most of our years, we haven't been able to gain that feel of the high school atmosphere. 6 feet apart at football games, prom turned into a drive-through, and classes became Zoom calls. These haven't been the most hectic years of our lives, yet we've managed to make it to where we are today. We have been through it all, guys, a whole pandemic. That isn't exactly traditional, but we pulled it off quite nicely. Even with social distancing, our class has continued to take pride in everything we do. We've learned the biggest lesson of all, and that is to cherish every moment and take pride in everything we do, because you never know when you can be taken away from you. We've struggled together, laughed together, we've built friendships together, and discovered passions that helped us choose our futures. We've made it to this very moment of walking across the stage. All I can say is that we deserve it, every last moment. The class of 2022, I'm so proud of you.
Hello, class of 2022. I'm beyond blessed to have been a part of TCHS and a student in this year's senior class. As these next couple of months pass by, we'll be reminded of the memories we created with those who we love most. But just remember to not dwell on our last weeks of high school, but to be glad that we had the opportunity to experience the highs and lows of our young lives. As we prepare for our future plans, each and every single one of us will have the chance to begin traditions for those who come after us. I myself am the first in my family to be given the opportunity to speak at my graduation ceremony, and soon will be the first in my family to attend a university. I am incredibly grateful to have paved the way for my younger sister and brother, America and Junior Fernandez. I hope I have influenced them to become a better version of themselves and to focus on the step in front of them rather than the whole staircase. One of the steps they will face will be graduating from the Colony High School, where they'll realize our roots are deep and our pride and spirit is forever strong. At this time, I'd like to thank Dr. Baxter, Mr. Willie, my mom and dad, Coach Bacu's 4th period English class, and every coach and teacher that has ever helped me through the patches of my high school career. The Colony will forever have a place in my heart. God bless and go Cougs.
Will the graduating class please rise? Will the class of 2022 please turn your tassels to the left?
Guests, please stand and join us in our singing our song, our school alma mater.
What? Oh.
I said that.
Is it gonna go? The Colony, we love you. For you we give our all. You are the leader. With you we can stand tall. Bum, bum. The Colony are Cougars. The best is yet to come. For we show our pride forever.
Gracias, papá.